Greetings, friends, family members, and other ne'er-do-wells watching this video. Coming to you more or less live from the Sands Regency in Reno, where I'm about a week away from wrapping up a rather difficult 3 weeks in the tax mines. As I may have mentioned on LiveJournal and elsewhere, I got asked to come up and help out in the DeMonte Ranch Parkway office here in Reno. And unlike last year when I was required to foot the bill for my own hotel and gas from Tonopah to Vegas and vice versa, the district manager up here was quite reasonable and arranged for a room at the Sands Regency, which is a nice little casino resort hotel. The room has a fridge, a TV which I have not even turned on once, and adequate Wi-Fi. I can't complain. I mean, I'm not paying for this, and that all by itself makes this tax season a huge improvement over last tax season. When I got up here, I looked pretty rough. I seized the first opportunity I had, which was the Tuesday after my arrival, to go to a local barber shop and get my ears lowered. And you can see the results here. It's not quite a buzz cut, but it didn't miss by much. So anyway, it ought to last me until next Friday. And that's good enough for me. It makes me feel more comfortable. Frankly, when I have long hair, it kind of it irritates me more than a little bit because I spent most of my life with short hair. And to me, it feels just basically wrong. It completely conflicts with my self-image to have long hair. So the more I have short hair, the more I like it, and the better I like myself. I am working harder this year this tax season than in any year since I came out here to Nevada. Every year, it seems, when I was at Sahara Square down in Vegas, the district manager would promise me, "Oh yeah, when Second Peak comes, we'll move you to a busier office." Never happened. And as a result, I didn't make a whole hell of a lot in commissions, so it was what it was. The office was located not too far off the strip in a not very prosperous neighborhood, and we got our rush during first peak when everybody came in to get their earned income credit and their child tax credit, and it just kind of dribbled off after that, which was a huge change from Fox Chase in Alexandria, where I started in the tax business. At Fox Chase, the only slow part of the season was the first couple of weeks of January, because practically no one had their W-2s, but the second half of January, first half of February, kitty bar the door. We had all the military people coming in. We had all the poor folks coming in for the earned income credit and the child tax credit. We had regular folks who just wanted to get their returns done early and get their refunds early. And that was good for a month of wall-to-wall customers and people standing around in the waiting room. And then it let up for a couple of weeks, more like a month, in late February and March, but there was still a steady stream of customers. And then last part of March, first couple of weeks of April, we got all the people who knew they owed money and just wanted to put it off as long as possible. And we also got the people who had 4,298,363 forms that they needed to deal with, mostly from their brokerages, which in those days were free to drag their feet and issue the 1099 forms whatever they damn well pleased, which has changed, thank God. But the bottom line was the last month of the season in Fox Chase was just balls to the wall to wall customers, more people standing in the waiting room, just a real hard grind. I called it the Death March to April 15th for very good reasons. And that's the way it is at DeMonte Ranch Parkway, although the reasons are a little different. They lost 3 tax pros over the winter, mostly because those 3 tax pros were about 80 years old, and a couple of them were starting to lose it, so they retired. And unfortunately, the district was unable to get enough people to replace them. There's basically only 2 tax pros in the office every day. Me and Jerry being the EA who's been there forever. And the dude's a machine. He comes in at 7:30 in the morning. He works until 8 o'clock at night. And he's got a steady stream of customers. He takes Sundays off and he leaves early on Wednesdays because he's a minister of some sort, and he's got like a home group on Wednesday nights, and of course Sunday is the day the Lord hath made, so that leaves it up to ne'er-do-wells like myself who have a hard time getting out of bed to get to Mass in the morning to pick up the slack. And speaking of which, I will be doing that. I'm working 12 to 5 tomorrow, Saturday, and pretty much the same on Sunday before you get back into the noon to 8 cycle, Monday through Friday. And of course, Friday's my last day. And I haven't decided yet whether I have to check out on the 18th and drive home to Tonopah in the dark, which frankly I'm okay with. I'm going to be tired as fuck, but who cares? I'll be home in my own bed and able to stick things in the microwave and cook them, or fry them or whatever the hell else I want to do with them. I feel I should mention that because I'm working so damn hard, I'm dealing with about 1 paying customer an hour here, which again is a lot more like Fox Chase than it was like Sahara Square. And I got my first real paycheck this morning. It was about $500. Of which Nevada State Bank ate 100 because I was stupid and had a couple of overdrafts. But anyway, only about half of the money in there came from being in the office hammering on tax forms. The other half of it was from online assist work, for which I'm paid, $20 an hour. And that $20 doesn't count towards my commission calculations. Just the $12 an hour that I get when I'm sitting on my butt in the office, telling bad jokes to people while beating the tax forms together on their behalf. So, despite swearing I wasn't going to do it ever again, of course I ginned up a commission spreadsheet to track how I'm doing. And I am so far ahead of the curve right now. Even after deducting the gross pay from the amount of commission I've earned so far, and being pessimistic about my retention bonus, about the retention part of my bonus, I should say, they still owe me about $1,000 worth of commission after this paycheck, and I expect next paycheck to be pretty much the same, because as I said, we got wall-to-wall customers. in the intervals between customers, I'm spending a lot of time hacking on drop-off returns, and yeah, I'm looking at making a good chunk of money this tax season. Probably put some of it in the cardboard box fund for my eventual retirement, and the rest of it I'll probably, I don't know, buy some wine and cheese and find some wild women in Tonopah and just waste the rest. I don't know. I have to see. Yeah, it's a long way until April 15th, and I'm hoping to make it through to the 15th. Oh wait, it's the 18th this year. No, just kidding. Um, it is the 18th, but I'm not panicking over that. Um, I'm hoping to make it through the 18th without any more illness. Um, as it is, for the last week or so, I've been fighting what may or may not be an ear infection. All I know is that when I gargle with Listerine in the morning and the evening, um, it doesn't hurt as much. So, unfortunately, I've been busy enough dealing with stuff after work that I haven't had a chance to stop by the VA, and I know better here in Reno, and I know better than to go in on the weekend because they're always busy as hell on the weekend. So I'm probably going to go on Monday or Tuesday after work, stop by the ER here in Reno, and have them take a look at my ear and see what's going on. It's not too serious at this point. I mean, I'm not running out to the Walgreens, which is like 3 blocks away and is open 24 hours, to get painkillers or anything like that. It's just kind of an irritation, and of course, when I drove from here to Vegas and back last week, was it only last week? Oh man, it gives you an idea of how long the weeks have been here. Um, there was it hurt a lot because of the changes in air pressure, but I got over it. Got some Listerine, started gargling, and of course, as we all know, Listerine pretty much kills everything. So it's helping. Um, Not a lot else going on. I do note with some amusement that after I ordered the Kindle version of Higehiro um, from Amazon, and picked up the 17th issue of Comey Can't Communicate at the local Barnes and Noble here. Um, I see that according to the Postal Service, the second order of those manga, which I ordered from Amazon weeks ago with the promise of, 7-day prime delivery. Hey, we're out in the boonies. You can't expect them to drop everything and dash up 95 with a couple of manga to meet the 2-day normal prime delivery window. Anyhow, yeah, those showed up, and now I guess when I get home, I'm going to resell them on Amazon. Amazon already gave me credit for them, so these are basically free copies of manga. I might keep Higehiro. I don't really like reading comics on the Kindle, but it is what it is. And that's about it. I'm enjoying myself in Reno. Of course, all I'm doing is eating, sleeping, and commuting to work for the most part because, you know, by the time I get off work, I'm too tired to do much of anything. So come home, do the daily bloggage, maybe play some Dynasty League baseball, and go to bed. Well, it keeps me out of trouble off the streets. So, hope everyone that's watching this is well. Feel free to comment either on YouTube or me, we, or Gab, or just email me if you want at wombat.socho@gmail.com. And hopefully we'll see most of you in the near future. This year, the Hajj into Baltimore, or at least Chantilly and Newmarket, and maybe Hagerstown. Who knows? Hope you're all in good health and doing the things you ought to be doing and not doing the things you ought not to be doing. One of these days, I'm going to quote Ralph Bloodthorn's Friday Safety Brief, which is highly amusing and covers a lot of the things that you should not be doing on your weekend, troopers. And on that note, I am going to stop the video and let you go about your lives and enjoy your weekend. If you're going to watch the Stupid Bowl, have fun. If you're not, have fun anyway. Good night, and maybe we'll do this again before I leave Reno. Later.